guys. I'm gonna give a few minutes and let Facebook notify everybody. I'm gonna pull myself up here. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started because this is gonna be a little bit longer than normally. These, I don't know if we can see. Can we see? Probably not. These are wood blocks. My nephew works at a place where they do frames for campers and other type vehicles. So he had was able to get me a bunch of just scraps. This is just all scrap wood. Okay, a lot of it is really rough, so that's going to be the back side. I did go through and kind of sand some of this down a little bit before we came on. There's still going to be ridges in it, which is I'm totally fine with. This is the only one that's really kind of smooth. It's still got a little bit of a ridge, but it's not as rough as these. We are going to paint it with this is oatmeal. It is folk art chalk paint, and then we're going to use red, and we're going to use Tide, and we are going to put, this is a retired, this is in the last chance, so if you're wanting this, you need to get over there and get it before it goes out. We're going to put the crab on the big one in the center, and then we're going to put New England Crab Company on one of these, and then I'm going to put the rope and the anchor here on the other one. We're going to do the crab obviously in red, and then we're going to do the other stuff in the Tide. But we need to get these painted first. And of course I forgot my blow dryer. Just when I think I have everything that I need, I don't. So as you're coming in, let me know where you're watching from, how the weather is where you are, because it's really awful here. So, not going to show me. So it has been raining for like 2 weeks straight here. I can't read that for some reason, so hi. I need new glasses really bad, and it's not showing me down here who was watching, so oh, that's nice. I pulled this off, and I pulled this off, but it still had it left a film on it. I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. Okay, there we go. I'll get this off of there. Okay, I'm just going to use a regular paintbrush. Put my glasses on so I can see. So, anyway, I'm going to paint these really quick. I want to get these done. And it's just regular chalk paint. Let's get that out of the way. Just gonna brush this on, let it dry. Like I said, I forgot my blow dryer. I suppose I can go get it. Make things go quicker. I am not going to paint the back side of these simply because nobody's going to see the back side. They're going to sit on a shelf with this in the front. And then we're going to do a little bit of putting some of the, where to go. It's my black paste. It's over here. My black paste, I'm going to use a little bit to kind of give it a distressed look around, or an aged look around the edges. That's real easy to do too. I do that with a sponge brush usually. Okay, oops. Normally I have this kind of stuff like the painting I have done already, you know, before we do the live, but sometimes it's nice to see how, you know, that this process is done too. So I thought I would go ahead and just do this process for you guys tonight so you can see. I mean, it's not rocket science, it's just being painted on, but and then when it's dry, we're going to, because it's wood, we're going to wax it. Always wax. I always wax. I don't want my transfers getting ruined because it is wood and it can pull up splinters. It can leave, it can grab a hold of the transfer, and with the stickiness of the transfer, it could leave some of the transfer stickiness on the surface of your project and kind of ruin it that way. So always wax wood, no matter what. And I wax it after I paint. Paint it, dry it, and then wax it. And this is, you can wear gloves when you do this. I tend not to. This is just paint and it will come off when I wash my hands. It can get messy. But you can just, you know, I had put a, I could have gone to like Home Depot or Lowe's and had them cut wood. But I thought, you know what, first I'm going to go on Facebook and I'm going to ask if anybody has any scrap wood that they're willing to part with. And my friend Marion, she had some. They had just done some remodeling, so she gave me some. And then my nephew sent me a message, and he's like, Aunt Vicki, I can do this for you. What sizes do you need? And I told him, I said, just cut me a bunch of various. I kind of sent him a picture of what I was looking for, and I go, just send me some, or cut me some various size ones, just different. And he brought me this big garbage bag full of them. I'm like, oh, it's awesome. So it's good to have hookups. So, you know, I could have went and spent money and gotten the wood, but why do that if you got somebody that's got scrap wood that's just hanging around and not doing anything? I can make something pretty and beautiful out of it. Kind of want to make sure my brush strokes are going the same way. Up and down. Okay, so I'm going to go grab my blow dryer really quick, so hold that thought. Be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. Sorry. Hope you entertained yourself while I was gone. Okay, so this is going to get kind of loud. Oh, there it is. Carrie, what is that? Is that where you're from, or? And Melissa, hi. Got paint on my Fitbit. You can kind of feel when it's dry. That paint everywhere. Okay, this side, or this one was my worst, I think. When you can see the back side, it's all just chunked out. It was really bad. And then, hi Mary. And then this side is that, but that's going to be, I'm going to make that so it's like on the inside. So when we set these up, this chunky side will be to the inside. So even not the outside, they won't see that. But like I said, this is just all scrap wood that my nephew got me. So, okay. I got paint. Like I said, I got paint everywhere. I got it all over my hands. I got it all over my board here. Okay. Let us close this up. Hi Patricia, how are you guys doing? Okay, so got these and now we're gonna wax them. Like I said, wax wood. This is just Minwax finishing paste in the natural. I bought this when I first started. I've been doing it been with the company for 1.5 years now, and you can see, and I use this a lot on wood. It's gonna last forever. You can get this at Lowe's for like $10. It goes on. If you're doing something white, it will go on with this color, this. But once it dries, it's clear. So don't freak out when you put it on something and you think, oh my gosh, it just turned my white paint or my project a different color. When it dries, it's going to dry clear. I just a little bit and wipe it on there. And especially with this kind of wood, it's even with the paint, it's a raw wood. And it could have a lot of splinters going on through it. Okay, I think we're good. So, okay, well I thought I had it cut right, sorry. So we're going to work with the big middle one, the big one. The crab will not fit all the way on there. I'm going to get rid of this before I stick everything to this too. The crab's not going to fit completely on there, so we're going to like lose some of his legs. I take this off. Hold on. And since there's so many ridges in this wood, I'm going to push down as hard as I can, trying to get all of that, where this teal is where the stickiness is. Because where you see the design, that's the silk screen. So I want to try to get a lot of that so I don't get too much bleeding. Because like right here, the wood kind of dips up underneath there. And if I don't get that stuck down enough and I go to swipe that up, the red paste could go up underneath there, and then it's not going to be... It's not going to have that crisp line right there, so. And then when I'm doing this, I'm going to go slowly and try to go in one direction so I don't get any kind of a bleeding too. I need to open my, I have a new red one over there, but I'm going to try to get this used up first. Okay. Wish me luck. Mary, if you're still on, when I'm done here, I'm going to go on my business page and I'm going to do your mixer. I got the frame in and I got it painted. So I'm going to do it on my business page when I'm done here. I'm just running this down through the silkscreen. Getting that all off of there. All that excess. Putting it back in the jar. Okay. Fingers crossed. Not bad. Put that in my little tub of water there. So, not too bad. I mean, yeah, we kind of lost some of his legs over here, but still looks like a crab. So I'm gonna blow the eye this really quick so I don't put my finger in it, ruin it. Okay, and then you'll see you drop it. I don't know if you can see. There's like little distressed marks, and that's actually built into the silk screen, so it doesn't have the, it's not like perfect. It looks like it's got little, like almost like when I lifted it up it may have pulled it up, but it's not like that. The silk screen itself has distress marks built into it. So let's put this one over here and let it dry a little bit more. I'm going to put my red away because I am pretty much done with it. I'm just going to use it for the crab. Remember which one I was using. So crab. So it's going to go on the inside here. Gotta make sure that I'm getting this rough side on the inside there. It is cute, isn't it? Okay, so we're gonna do New England. I'm gonna use, I have a fuzzing cloth, but I'm just gonna use my shirt right now. So we're gonna do New England up at the top. Like I said, this is a retired transfer, so it is in the last chance section of my website. So if you want it, you'll need to go in and get it. Once it's gone, it's gone. So I'm going to have that, since Crab Company won't fit all the way, I'm going to put crab, and then I'm going to put the CO down at the bottom here. So let's start with this. I'm going to make sure it's kind of even here. Again, I want to press it down because we have uneven wood. I'm going to use this Tide. I have been wanting to get, I don't know, Tide has been around for like a long time, and I keep wanting to get it, and every time I'd order, I'd forget it. So I actually went on the other day, and that was specifically went on just to get that. Got that and this transfer, so. It's such a pretty color. You can see that the A kind of bled a little bit, but that's because we have this ridge where the wood is, so it's not too bad, and I can live with that. press this down again because I've got ridges. Okay, Mary, when I get ready to go on, because I have to clean up after this and then I'll go back on, I will send you a message, yes. Wipe off some of that excess there. Again, I'm going to dry this really quick. Okay, let me bring that up a little bit. There's a big old chunky hole right there. I need to make sure I don't go right over the top of that. Okay, much better. Okay, oops. Okay. Go. That's too fat. I'm going to see if I can screw this up, okay? Kind of using my chalk paste and going in to the letters and so they stand out a little bit more. The good thing with this is it will wipe off. It will probably stain if you try to wipe it off, but you can wipe it off and then you can always go over again with the paint. But when you wax something, it's usually easier to get stuff off. I'm sorry I'm not talking, I'm trying to concentrate because I can't be this detailed and talk to. What do you think? Look better than... Get my finger out of the way, I suppose, with the light. I think it stands out a little bit better, especially on the wood here. good. Yeah, I like the way it looks better with the coloring in it. Makes it stand out a little bit more. And the it's kind of hard to tell on the video, but when I use the transfer, the outline is darker than what this is going on, so it stands out even more. And I'm just using my paint paste that's on this squeegee. I don't know if you guys can hear my son in there. He's a online gamer. That's what he does on his off time. And since he's a cook at Sherry's, and he's getting kind of loud in there. Almost done. Then we can do the other block. Okay. Put this. So. I think it looks better. It stands out a lot more. Again, I'm gonna put this over here to dry. And we will do our last block, which is going to be our anchor. Maybe if I get it off of there. And then the rope. And again, the rope's not going to fit on there all the way, but just want to make sure we're good. Right there. And we're going to do the same. We're going to stick with the same color scheme. This block isn't as rough as the other ones. And we'll put the ropey rope. Okay. Try to make it even here. A little bit of rough spot right there, so I'm going to have to be careful. Might get a little bit of bleeding going on there. Off that excess. And I did get a little bit of bleeding in there, but not too bad. So we dry this really quick, then we're going to do some of that black around the edges to give it that worn look, weathered look. this all put away here. Okay, so my other piece is over here too. And we are going to I would have preferred a bigger one, but we'll use this one. I got a little bit of blue in my... Sometimes I get to crafting and I get a little crazy. So probably if I mix that up, you won't even see it. Won't even... Okay, so when I do this part, all I do is I take a little bit of a little bit of paste on my, and I use the lid. I kind of mash it down. A little bit of water. And then I just kind of lightly brush around the edges. You just kind of do it, and if you get some thicker spot, that's fine, because it gives it that old, like it's been around for a while. Second. And you'll notice these two are shorter than the other, and that's fine. That's why I kind of made the bigger one, the taller one in the center. You guys can see these, can you? It looks like you can in here, but I'm not sure. It is very entertaining. It's so relaxing and so satisfying to create things, and not just use brand new things. Like I said, take something like this and upcycle it. Good, I'm glad you can. So there you go. So I'm gonna go ahead and hop off of here, get this cleaned up. Mary, I'll send you a message. Anybody else wants to come over, my Facebook business page is Color Your World. If you type it in, there will be quite a few Color Your Worlds. There's a paint company down in Texas called Color Your World. Mine has my cute little face on it, so you'll be able to know which one it is. Thank you for joining me tonight, and I will see you all next Friday at 8 o'clock, and we'll do something else fun. Oops, get my took us out of here. Have a good night. Mary, I'll give you a message. I'll send you a message. Bye.